This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Ko Chennai Cherayo Irirangi, INC Radio DZEM 954. Che Korero Fakapono, Ko Cherayo Irirangi Oche Hahi, Karaiti Farek Harakia.
Again, Kiara, welcome to You Are in New Zealand, brought to you by INCRadio, New Zealand Satellite Studio. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon po sa lahat ng ating listeners and viewers all over the world. I am Sister Zarina Pangan from local congregation of INCRadio South District of New Zealand South. Kamusta po kayong lahat? And this afternoon, I am very excited because we have a very good topic today, and I will be joined by a very fresh and very lovely sister, Sister Elaine. Hi, Sister Elaine.
Hello po, Sister Serena. What a introduction! That was lovely and fresh introduction. Thank you pa, Sister Serena. And hi, everyone. I am Sister Elaine Marie Ignacio from the local congregation of Tauranga Ecclesiastical District of New Zealand North. Hello, everyone. So today is a special episode because it's the final installment of our Journey to Peace series. So over the past weeks, we've explored different ways to cultivate peace in our lives. So today we're wrapping it up with one of the most important aspects, yun yung managing conflict with peace.
That is right, Sister Elaine. No, conflict is something that is inevitable in life, whether in personal relationship, workplace, and even with your friends. However, the approach that we are going to undertake to resolve conflict can define the outcome. Today, we'll explore an often underappreciated yet powerful approach in managing conflict through peace. Instead of seeing conflict as something to be anxious about or feared, we'll discuss how embracing peace can help us resolve conflict effectively, fostering understanding and building stronger connection with others and have a more harmonious life, Sister Elaine. And this afternoon, no, talagang excited tayo dito sa topic na ito.
Yes nga, Sister Serena. And because this is our last episode na nga in this series, we want to hear from all of our viewers and listeners for one last time. So our question of the day is, what's one peaceful strategy you use to resolve conflicts? Alam ko, excited nang sumagot tong mga early commenters natin sa YouTube live chat na si Carolando Agara, Ka Cherry Santayo, Ka Jose Fuentes, Caramil Barocan, Ka Novi Dahunan, and Ka Benito Sumang at sa lahat ng ating mga nasa YouTube live chat. Alam ko, excited kayong sumagot sa ating question of the day. So please, share your answers sa ating YouTube live chat. We love to hear your thoughts po.
That is right, Sister Elaine. And this afternoon, to help us close out this series with wisdom, we're going to be joined by our very special guest from local congregation of Masi, Brother Nico. Hi po, Brother Nico. Brief introduction po, Brother Nico.
Hello for everyone. Thank you so much for having me. I am Brother Nico Vivas from the local congregation of CEBSI. I'm a choir member and I'm a software engineer for work.
Brother Nico, he is an engineer and a very active member in local congregation of CEBSI. Brief question, quick question, since you are an engineer and I feel like engineering is a very complicated job. How do you stay calm Have you ever had a conflict with your colleague, and how do you stay calm within that conflict?
Yes, sister. Being an engineer, there are a lot of conversations regarding how we want to implement, software, and sometimes we do have some conflicts. One thing that I like to do is just be patient and listen. That's something that I do to stay calm.
Wow, Sister Elaine, I feel like hearing Brother Nico's voice, talagang feeling ko ay very calm siya and very composed. So,
I'm
to
sure
our listener,
marami tayong matututunan kay Brother Nico, Sister Sarina.
that is right, Sister Elaine. And later on, let's hear more from Brother Nico. So stay tuned po. Brother Ramil, Barokan, Sister Faye, and Awa, and Brother Dennis Dahunan, hi po. Sister Novi Dahunan, please feel free to give us some answer from our topic for today. What's one peaceful strategy you can use to resolve conflict? I know we'll hear a lot from our guests, from our listeners and viewers today. So keep sharing your thoughts. We'll be back after this short break.
How do you handle your personal finances? Are you having hard time doing so? Join us this Saturday, March 29 from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Philippine Standard Time on INCRadio Southeast Asia, the home of the Cheerful Hearts family, as we learn ways on effectively handling our personal finances. See you there!
Hello, lunchmates! How does passion can lead to a fulfilling career? Join us for insights on aligning interests with the profession. Tune in to our episode this Sunday, March 30, from 11 a.m. to 12 noon, Philippine Standard Time, only at
INCRadio Hong Kong Satellite Studio. Your Sunday lunch date.
Made in Australia.
Do you know what it takes for your parcel or online orders to get to your doorsteps? Tune in as we try understand supply chain management and get to meet two individuals who are part of this flow of products. More importantly, these two brothers are both head deacons in their congregation. They will share with us their journey into this field of logistics and how they navigate the demands of work, family life, and their church duties. Join us in a conversation that will inspire us to deliver the best in everything that we do. Leave your comments with your full name, hashtag local congregation or location, and have fun during our game time for a chance to win INCRadio souvenirs. See you there!
Ko Chennai Cherayo Irirangi INCRadio DZEM 954. Che Korero Whakapono Ko Cherayo Irirangi o Te Hahi Karaiti Whare Harakia.
Welcome back to You Are in New Zealand. Brought to you by INCRadio New Zealand Satellite Studio. I know marami nang nag-comment sa ating YouTube live chat. Number 1 na ang sumagot na si Brother Derek Vivas, which is brother ng ating guest ngayon. Ang sabi ng ating Brother Derek Vivas is, patient and listen and stay calm. I'm inspired. Yay! Ang ganda ng comment ni Brother Derek. Brother Derek. Ang sabi naman po ni Brother Dennis Dahunan, greetings and happy viewing to all the ministers and their families in the District of New Zealand North and South, as well as to all officers and brethren. Please stay safe and strong po. Hello po kay Dennis. Ang sabi po ng Brother Benito Sumang, may pag-greeting siya. Belated happy birthday sa lahat ng mga ka-birthday ko po. Brother Kim Akalar, Sis Sister Annie Yamsuan, Sister Alice Bachiller, Brother Rustan Talampas, and Sister Yoli Karaig. Happy birthday po sa inyo.
Happy belated birthday po, Brother Benny.
And meron pa dito, nakita ko kay brother, anyway, hindi ko siya makita. Sabi po ni Sister Kathleen Santiago, happy viewing po mga kapatid from Santiago family of local congregation of Wellington. Sabi ni Manny, Sister Faye Anawa, happy viewing po, hashtag, why can I? And
Yes.
Brother PJ Medina, happy viewing po mga kapatid from local congregation of Papakura, New Zealand North. Yes, Sister
And
Zarina.
Sister Elaine, going back to our topic today, we have a very special guest from local congregation of Masi, Brother Nico. Brother Nico is newlywed, 1 year. 1 year po, Brother Nico, no? 1 year na silang kasal ng kanyang wife and he's an engineer. So, Brother Nico, question number 1. Have you ever had an argument being an engineer po with your colleague? Did it go well? And looking back, what would you do? What would you have done better or differently during that argument po?
Yes, sister. So I have been in conflicts and arguments before. Being an engineer, it's it happens, and it's just part of the job. I think something that I would do differently is making sure that I listen and just be patient and just understand the point of view of the other individual.
Yes, that's right, Brother Nico. Sabi nga, listen to understand, not just to respond. Not just to respond really, but to hear the other person out. So many conflicts comes from misunderstanding. So try to see things from their perspective before jumping to the conclusion. So like Brother Nico said, he will just listen first, diba, Brother Nico?
Yes, sister. Because if you listen and understand from the other individual, you'll be able to kind of alter your answer as well and make sure that it doesn't it doesn't affect them in any way, but more it's productive.
Yes, po, Brother Nico. So during that conflict, so you listen to the person, and this time it's your turn now to explain your side. And then, what if that other colleague, that other person kept on interrupting you? Like that person kept on stopping you from explaining your side. So how do you handle that po?
So it also depends on what the interjection is. If it is something that is valid or something that's worth mentioning at that time, I will hear it out. But if it's becoming unproductive and the conflict is just getting larger, then I think at that point it might be time to take a rest or take a break from the conversation before it gets out of proportion.
Taking a break. So how do you take breaks ba, Brother Nico?
I think a good way is,
or from that conflict.
Yes, I think a good way is to talk about one thing is to just talk about something else, maybe go for a walk. The discussion maybe can be continued another day, just things like that.
And Sister Elena, earlier, Brother Nico mentioned that before he approached that colleague, so he discussed a different topic first, like, oh, how's the weather today? That's a very good opening po, no, to lighten the mood. I know that you know both ways that you are having a misunderstanding and you have a different thoughts in your mind, and you know that confrontation, that communication will lead to something serious. So it's nice to have a light topic first, like oh, what did you do last night? How are you? Like that, no, Sister Elaine?
Yeah, sometimes it's better to change topic first before we address the conflict that is happening, di ba? And by the way, Brother Nico, did you get upset that time? So how do you calm yourself?
Yes, sister. Yeah, it's only natural to be upset. Maybe feel a little bit emotional. I think one way is just to be calm and breathe, and just try and not to speak out of emotion.
Yeah, because sometimes emotion is getting higher, nadadala tayo at kung ano na ang ating nasasabi. That's why, like Brother Nika said, we need to just take a break and think what we need to say. Kasi minsan pag galit tayo, may nasasabi tayong hindi na maganda. Then after that, when our emotions are low na, then we regret what we say or what did we say. Ayun na nga. So Brother Nico, have you ever been caught in the middle of two people arguing? How do you handle it?
Yeah, so I've had not many, but some experiences being caught in a conflict between two people. In my opinion, in my position, I'm not there to tell them what's right or wrong, but instead I want to be there to help them get both of their ideas across, making sure that both of them can speak calmly and tell each other what they want to say, instead of one person on top of the other.
That is right, Sister Elaine. And it's nice to speak calmly, because sometimes when situations heat up, we forget to be calm, no? Parang you feel like, no, I have to, but it's nice to have a break, nga. Like Brother Nico said, and go back to and stop and breathe, and always remember that as a member of the Church of Christ, we should mirror our faith with dealing with conflict, with talking to your colleagues, and yes, and it's nice na talagang dapat ay kalmado. Kahit minsan habang nakikipag-usap ka, parang ang dami mong thoughts sa mind mo na hindi, alam ko na tama ito, at talagang talagang marami kang ideas. It's nice to stay composed and calm, no, Brother Nico and Sister Elaine. Brother Nico, I feel like you are calm, no? Who taught you the most about dealing with conflict? Was it someone in your life, or did you learn it through experience?
Yes, sister. I think both. So growing up, it's natural that we experience conflict. So with each conflict, it kind of prepares you for the next one. And also, my wife has been a big part of helping me deal with conflict. Sometimes you can't avoid having arguments. And so she's helped me kind of understand things from a different point of view. Example, like just being a little more patient and listening instead of being too direct.
Wow, I feel your wife is very calm. Tama ba, Brother Nico?
Yes, sister.
Do you have yung pagiging calm ni wife? How did she handle it, or anong situation did you see her that she's calm?
I guess an example instead would be that she wants to make sure that emotions aren't running too high before we try to solve the conflict. So maybe it could be, like I said before, taking a break or going for a walk, or just making sure that we're not too heated, things like that.
That's a very wife attitude talaga, no? Yung pahupain mo na yung galit din before magsalita. Ganon ka rin ba, Sister Sarina?
Nako, minsan po talagang halimbawa, mahirap na yung pinag-uusapan niya. Talagang you have to stop, because you'll regret what you're going to say if the situation is way too complicated, na talagang dapat hindi kayo mag-uusap no, talagang dapat you take a break because you'll regret whatever you're going to say, no. It's better to be to stop the conversation than to make it worse. And Brother Nico, may I know po, have you seen like growing up, no, if you are going to give yourself one piece of advice about handling conflict, what would it be?
One piece of advice that I give to my younger self would be that you always try to have a solution kind of based approach. That if there's a conflict, you want to get something good out of it, and it's not break any relationships or not break any bonds that you might have with the person. Just try to have the conversation. Have a good outcome.
That is very nice, Sister Elaine. And it's part of growing up, no? Talagang you grow through that conflict. You have learned a lot, and through that conflict, you grow, no, Sister Elaine.
Oo,
And
then. Go po, sister. And yun nga, sabi nga ni Sister Serena, conflict, it doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Conflict is like Brother Nika said, it's just like you're learning something about it. Right,
and you're
sister?
always half full, no? Talagang you're open to a new ideas that from the other parties. And conflict doesn't mean that you have to win. It doesn't mean that, oh, this is about me winning this this argument. No, it's about both parties learning from it, no, sister. And Brother Nico, with the conflict that you had in the past, have you learned something from it?
I think one thing that stands out to me that I've learned from conflicts is that, um, you know, for work at least, majority of the time it's nothing personal. It's just part of how we do things, and and how we communicate. And it's just normal that we go through conflict. We just try to do or get what's best out of the conflict, and try to resolve it.
And try to resolve, talagang you have this focus to resolve the conflict and not make it worse, no, Sister Elaine. Maganda yung sinabi ni Brother Nico. And minsan kasi talagang we use I statements instead of blaming, na talagang inaako mo that you never, parang instead of saying you never listen, try, I feel you unheard me. Like that, Sister Elena. Talagang dapat hindi blaming, hindi mo sinisisi yung other parties, but you are there to listen, to understand his perspectives, the colleagues' perspectives.
Yeah, that's right, Sister Serena. And I want to add as well yung reconciliation. So reconciliation isn't just about mending relationships. It's about restoring what was broken, restoring a broken relationship, like Brother Nika said, like with his workmate. True forgiveness and empathy and dialogue, or like a light conversation, so that you will understand each other.
Yes po. And Sister Elaine, I would like to know, Brother Nico, do you have like an exercise, everyday exercise, or everyday small things that you do every day to be better in resolving conflict?
One thing that anyone can practice is listening before answering. So and they can practice this in any conversation, or even if you're just listening to something and you hear it, you can ask yourself, what how can I answer this, or how can I say something that is actually useful, is actually good. It's something that, one small thing you can do in your own mind, or in your own time.
Yeah, sometimes we just listen and we don't understand naman what's the conflict. We just want to listen just to have a response on it, right, Brother Nico?
Yes, sister.
And minsan kapag halimbawa, you don't, minsan nga hindi mo na alam kung what are we arguing about this, because through listening you get to understand that, I thought we are arguing about something. Yung pala, pareho lang kayo ng goal. The goal is for the betterment of the company, no? So through listening, you learn that you learn about the other side, because of course we need to kailangan nyo talagang mag-usap, and through listening na talagang wala ka na, kalmado ka na. So through that listening, talagang marami kang matututunan sa other parties, and yes, common goal is resolving the conflict for the betterment of each other, of the company, and yes, and for malay mo after that conflict maging best buddies pa kayo na sister.
Yeah, that's why we need to remind everyone that don't focus on that conflict, diba? Conflict is just a conflict, so don't
it doesn't
focus on
define
that.
anyone. Yes, that's right,
Yeah.
Sister Elaine. Yung conflict na yan, it doesn't define that person. Hindi dahil may hindi mo siya ka-misunderstanding mo siya parang hindi mo na siya
Hindi mo nakakausapin.
hindi mo nakakausapin, hindi mo siya pwedeng maging kaibigan.
Yes, that's right. So don't focus on that conflict. Focus on what you have before that conflict, diba?
And Brother Nico, what do you think as a member of the Church of Christ, no? What do you think is the big impact of that of your faith in resolving conflict?
Yes, sister. Being a member of the Church of Christ, we have to follow the commands of God, and one thing that I don't know the particular where the verse is from, but there's a verse that says, you can be angry, but just don't sin. And so that is something that I always think about, when dealing with conflicts or arguments. Like, I might be emotional or angry, but I want to make sure that I don't do anything that's wrong.
Yeah, that's very right. That's the wonderful thing that being a church member talaga is we have this guidance coming from our Lord God to resolve that conflicts. And meron pa nga, maibahagi ko lang din na sabi nga din sa atin, ang turo din is mag-ibigang magkakapatid. Not only your kapatid sa pananampalataya, but also your kapwa-tao, mahalin mo sila, di ba? So, loving our enemies isn't natural. It's a supernatural act empowered by our Lord God's love within us. So, it requires a conscious decision to choose compassion over anger.
That is right, Sister Elaine. I love what you said. And Brother Nico, I totally agree with you. May na-mention nga sa amin, no? That is very good, no? That as a member of the Church of Christ, we are always reminded that it's Tagalog, no? Tungkulin natin bilang Iglesia ni Cristo na makipagkasundo kaagad. So kaagad, meaning siguro after na nag-take a break na kayo, nakahinga na kayo, ay makipagkasundo ka na kaagad. Do not make it na, kasi kapag humaba pa ng humaba, baka lalo pa siyang lumaki, lalo pang hindi ma-resolve yung problema, yung conflict, and it might lead to something that is hindi mo na ma-resolve pareho. So makipagkasundo ka agad, and yun sa iyong kaalit.
Ayun, ang ganda na sinabi ni Sister Serena. I know we have a lot of things to say on this topic, but I think it's time for our Let's Catch Up.
Let's catch up.
Welcome to Let's Catch Up at exactly 2:30 p.m. and 9:30 a.m. in Philippine timing. We'll be opening the lines for you to give live shout-outs to your friends and family. Are you interested in joining? Drop us an email at letscatchupnz@gmail.com. So send us your name and contact info and we'll reach out to you. Brother Nico, it's time for your greetings. Go for it.
Greetings to the local of Matsi. Greetings to my wife, Sister Romalyn Vivas. And I know you're there. You're there. Hello. And my family in Australia as well.
All right. Meron pa ba, Brother Nico? Maybe you forget something. Yung mga sa Australia, who are they? Tell their names.
Hello, Brother Kevin Vivas, my brother, of course. Brother Joel Vivas. And it might go too long, sister. So I think we'll stop it there.
Sister Elaine, baka may babatiin ka, go.
Alright, banabati ko lahat ng mga kapatid natin sa local congregation of Toranga. And of course, my husband, hindi ko makakalimutan batiin, Alvin Ignacio. Hi! How about you, Sister Serena?
Ayan, since nagbabatian na tayo, hi din sa aking husband na si Darren Pangan. Happy watching, and na nagbabantay ng aming mga anak, si Alfonso and Emilio Pangan. Hello, kids. And I will quickly read some of our, napakarami na comments and answer dito sa ating YouTube live chat. Ito, sabi ni Brother Benito Sumang, Ephesians 4:26, English Standard Version, be angry and do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your anger. Talagang napakaganda ng kanyang sinabi. At ito din yung sinabi ni Brother Nico kanina.
Yes, in-emphasize lang ni Brother Benito.
Sister Mila Fabian, good morning po. Happy viewing po from local. Tapulaw, District of Bataan. Hello po sa inyo dyan. Ingat po kayo palagi. Sister Krisha Lay Bazar, happy viewing po to all our brethren from local congregation of Fitzgerald, New Zealand South. Sister Maurice Anirel, good day po to all. Greetings from local congregation of Hamilton, District of New Zealand South. Sister Maurice Bongares, belated happy birthday po. Ka Benito Sumang. And I believe we have few answers over here, Sister Elaine. Basahin lang natin. From Brother Dan Ariola, win the person, win the relationship. It is more important than winning a conflict. Soft and respectful communication can diffuse tension. Yun nga yung sinasabi natin kanina, win the person and not win the conflict. No, it's not about winning. Talagang you have to win the person. And ayun po, Sister Elaine, napakarami pa. From taga-lokal namin, Antonio Halascon, hello po, happy viewing po. Sa aming minister po na si Brother Glenn Burgas, happy viewing po. Sa kanyang lovely wife na si Sister Joanne po, happy viewing po. Sister Elaine, ako, napakarami pa dito.
Yes, oo nga, Sister Serena. Inuulan tayo ni Brother Benito Sumang ng maraming Bible verse. Sabi niya nga is, Proverbs 15 verse 1, Contemporary English Version, a kind answer suits angry feelings, but harsh words stir them up. Ito pa ang sabi niya pa, Proverbs 15 verse 1, Amplify the Bible. A soft and gentle and thoughtful answer turns away wrath, but harsh and painful and careless words stir up anger. What a nice Bible verse.
That is right. Yun yung sinasabi natin, Sister Elaine, na talagang napakapalad natin. na lagi tayong pinaaalalahanan sa ating faith, sa ating mga worship service on how to deal with conflict, how to live our everyday life. At sabi nga, talagang be a bigger person. Kasi kapag hindi ka talaga nakapag-engage sa conflict, you deal with it calmly, you're a bigger person. At magtataka sila na itong taong to kahit na anong gawin natin, kahit na anong masasakit ang sabihin natin, eh talagang calm pa rin siya at hindi siya pumapatol. At the end of the day, they'll realize that you're more mature than them and you're a bigger person. Di ba po, Sister Elaine?
Yes, that's it, Sister Sarina. Anyway, I know you have a lot of greetings and comments coming up. So I think that's it for our Let's Catch Up.
Let's catch up.
The Children's Worship Service, or CWS members in the local congregation of Manukau South Ecclesiastical District of New Zealand North had a fun and enjoyable time participating in the coin bank making activity. The young members were excited to decorate and paint their coin banks, allowing them to express their creativity while strengthening their bond with one another. Through this activity, they not only honed their artistic skills but also learned an important lesson about financial responsibility.
Today we're doing the coin bank activity where you can make and design your own coin bank to take home and save up money on what you really want. I had lots of fun doing this activity because of the painting and talking with my friends. The coin bank is very helpful so you can save up on what you want and also use it for your offerings in the church.
At a young age, the children are already developing an appreciation for the value of saving money, not only for the things they want, but more importantly, for contributing to church offerings in obedience to God's command.
This activity is about coin bank making. It's a really fun activity that I get to do with my family and friends. I'd really encourage the other children to save and keep money so that they can use it for offerings and stuff that they want. And it's better to save money than spend it on one place, right?
The Christian Family Organizations, or CFO, led by Brother Angelo Aranyo Manalo, CFO Overall Coordinator, continually organize activities that reflect biblical teachings, ensuring that children are guided in the right path. As the scripture says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
I'd like to thank our CFO coordinator, Brother Angelo Oranyo Manalo, and our Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, in launching this kind of activity in the church. We love you, Pa.
I would like to thank our CFO coordinator, Brother Angelo Enranio Manalo, and our Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo Manalo, for launching this kind of activity in the church. We love you, Po.
Thank you so much, Po, Brother Manalo and Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. We love you so much, Po.
From Auckland, New Zealand.
All right, thank you, Sister Angeline Muros, for giving us that news. It's nice to see our young brethren learn and fun in a simple way. And that activity was in the local congregation of Manukau South Ecclesiastical District of New Zealand North. There are the members of Children Worship Service. And we'll be right back after a short break.
Sama-sama halina sa INC Radio International na. Ito palaging konektado ka sa INC Radio na. INC Radio. laging konektado sa lahat ng mga tao. This is INC Radio. Anywhere in the world, oh, we are always together, connected to everyone. Life will be better. Sama-sama halina sa INC Radio International na ito palaging konektado ka sa INC Radio na.
Be updated with the latest news, announcements, and trending topics worldwide. Be entertained and informed with different programs and listen to INC original music. Be inspired with exceptional stories of members of the Church of Christ all over the world. Subscribe now to INC Radio YouTube channel and make sure to turn on the notifications so you won't miss any new videos. For more tech tips and tricks like this, please tune in every Saturday at 9 a.m. Philippine Standard Time, only here on URL. Update, review, and learn. Show on INC Radio.
Ko Chennai Cherayo Irirangi INC Radio DZEM 954. Che Correro Facapono, Ko Cherayo Irirangi Oche Hahi, Karaiti Farek Harakia.
Welcome back to You Are in New Zealand, brought to you by INC Radio New Zealand Satellite Studio. And Sister Elaine, Brother Nico, before we continue our discussion, I will just quickly read our comments here in YouTube live chat from Brother Noel Ilan. Greetings to all brethren in Halswell, in the entire New Zealand South and in New Zealand North. And Sister Elaine, Brother Nico, Brother Noel Ilan said here, this is a very relevant topic. It applies to all situations in life. If only people would follow this important principle, this world would be a better place to live in. Happy watching to all our brethren. Very true po, Sister Eleno. Talagang kung tayo ay talagang willing to listen and to compromise and focus on resolving the problem, this world will be a better place. And from Brother Chari, ang tanong niya po, what if the other person, despite asking forgiveness, never accepted the forgiveness? Well, I think...
Let's ask Brother Nico about
yes po.
that. Brother Nico, may tanong nga ang ating comment, ang ating viewer. What if the other person, despite asking forgiveness, never accepted their forgiveness?
In that situation, personally, obviously you cannot really control, the other party's actions. If they choose not to forgive you, then I think you just move on. You forgive them as part of being a member of the Church of Christ, and you don't have anything against them. You move on and you just try to find what's positive out of the situation.
That's really true. Sabi nga nila, nagawa mo na yung tungkulin mo eh. Tungkulin mo na humingi ng tawag. You say sorry to her or to him. It doesn't matter kung tanggapin niya ba or hindi.
That is true, Sister Elaine. At napakaganda nung sinabi ni Brother Nico. Sabi nga nila, before you go to church and ask for forgiveness from God, reflect, no, and look back if you have a conflict with anyone, because in the worship service we'll ask for forgiveness from our God. So how can God forgive us if we cannot forgive anyone that we have argument with? So it's nice to always resolve the argument right away, or the conflict right away, with in peace with using peace and forgive. And yes, always
Yes.
what, diba,
Go for
Sister
it,
Ellen?
sister.
Ayun po. At Brother Nico, I feel like you are very, ang dami ng nabigay na information and insights and strategies ni Brother Nico sa atin. And before we finish, what's the most important lesson you've learned, Brother Nico, about handling conflict?
The most important thing that I've learned, when handling conflict is that, like I've said a couple times today, it's you want to get what's best. You want to resolve it. You don't want to break any relationships. In the end of the day, it's a misunderstanding, and you just try your best to work with the other party to make sure that you come out with something good. And that is probably one of the most important lessons I've learned through conflict.
That's really, really, really right, Brother Nico. That it's just a conflict. What matter the most is the relationship, what you have before that conflict. Sabi nga nila is forgive and forget. This isn't about weakness, but about spiritual strength. It emphasizes non-retaliation and choosing a peaceful response to conflict. It encourages us to respond with grace and understanding.
That is right, Sister Elaine. And whether it's listening better, staying calm, or knowing when to step back, small changes can make a big difference. And as we wrap up this Journey to Peace series, this reminds us that peace isn't about just avoiding conflict, because conflict cannot be avoided talaga, sister, and brother. It's about handling it with wisdom and kindness.
Yeah, that's right, Sister Serena. Ang ganda talaga ng ating conversation. Ang dami nating natutunan kay Brother Nico. And what a great conversation talaga. Conflict is something we all face. But today, we've learned with the right mindset and approach, it doesn't have to be destructive. It can actually help us grow and strengthen our relationship. And don't forget po na above all of this, ask for guidance or pray and ask for guidance to our Lord God, because in always na isipin natin na hindi tayo laging mananahan, so kung sa anumang kaya natin lagi tayong hihingi ng tulong sa ating Ama, kasi siya yung may alam ng lahat Alam niya kung paano aayusin yung conflict na yan. Alam niya kung anong attitude ang ibibigay niya, ang gagawin mo para maayos yung conflict niyo.
And before we end our program today, we warmly thank Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our Executive Minister, for giving us unwavering love and care to all our brethren. Warm thank you also to Brother Angelo Iranio V. Manalo, our Christian Family Organization overall coordinator, for having INC Radio New Zealand. And thank you to our special guest, Brother Nico. Any greetings pa po, Brother Nico?
Any last words?
Yes, thank you so much for having me, and thank you to all the guests who are listening on INC Radio. Thank you very much.
Ayun, thank you very much, Brother Nico. Sana makasama ka pa din namin sa mga susunod naming episode for next month. And don't forget, mga kapatid, mga viewers and listener, next week, iba na po ang ating oras because wala na po tayong daylight saving ha. So, ang time po natin is 1 o'clock. So, next week, don't forget to tune to us and watch INC Radio New Zealand Satellite Studio at 1 p.m. po. Huwag niyo pong kakalimutan, hindi na po tayo 2 kasi wala na pong daylight saving. 1 p.m. po para po sa lahat ng mga nasa New Zealand. And we would like to thank as well to our dedicated district staff in the Ecclesiastical District of New Zealand North and South for their constant support of INC Radio New Zealand Satellite Studio. And special thanks to the hardworking members of the Multimedia Bureau and behind the scenes crew. Sister Aisha, Brother Erwin, Brother Rem, Sister Ive. Thank you to our INC Radio family and INC Radio main tech. And of course, hindi namin makakalimutan ang lahat ng mga viewers and listeners. Thank you po sa pag-tune in nyo po palagi sa amin. Basahin ko lang to na mabilis. Sabi ni Brother Ramil Barocan, be open-minded, have an open communication while finding solution to a problem. Huwag pabigla-bigla sa pagsalita at pagdedesisyon. Seek God's guidance. That's really right po, Brother Ramil. Basahin ko rin po muna itong mga greetings natin before po tayo matapos. At inuulan tayo ng greetings niya. Sister Wilma Lozada. Happy watching po, brother and sisters in faith from local congregation of Lomcao, this Ecclesiastical District of Albay, all the way from Philippines, I think. Hello po, Sister Wilma Lozada. Sister Joanne Verano, happy watching po kayo, Ziel and Camaris Bongares po namin. See you soon po. Hashtag Invercargill South. Hashtag New Zealand South. Magbanggit na tayo dito. Sabi ni Brother Noel Ilan. Greetings to all brethren in Halswell, the entire New Zealand South and New Zealand North. Go po, Sister Serena.
Yes po, Sister. And nakita ko, happy birthday po, Ka-Art. Happy birthday po, Ka-Art. And from, ito po, aangat lang tayo ng konti. From Brother Rolly Katakutan, happy birthday po sa aming resident minister na si Brother Art Martin from Manukau South. From Sister Juneline Sarueda. Happy watching po mula sa lokal ng Modesta Distrito ng Marikina. Ay po sa inyo dyan. Ingat po palagi. From Sister Alison Laksamana. Happy viewing po to all brethren from local of Tauranga po, New Zealand North. From Sister Adelaida. Good morning po mula sa Pabalan, Zambales South. Naku na, ang layo na po talaga na nararating natin. No? From Brother Rem, of INC Radio. Hello din po ka Derek Vivas. Brother Rem, kamusta po kayo? From Brother Von Animas. Happy viewing po sa lahat ng kapatid from local na po ng Papakura. Naku, napakadami pa po. And happy viewing po from Brother Raffner de Castro from Fitzgerald, New Zealand South. And Sister Elaine, keep watching, liking, and sharing our INC Radio New Zealand Satellite Studio on YouTube, and be sure to hit that subscribe button. Please hit that subscribe button dahil hindi po kayo ma-update ng ating mga new videos and mga series po na ating ginagawa dito. Kung hindi nyo po i-click yung subscribe button na yan. And next week, topic is taking feedback na nakaka-relate po dito sa ating topic today, Sister Elena. Taking feedback without taking it personally. Napakaganda po ng topic natin next week. Kaya next week po, iniimbitahan po namin kayo na magpatuloy na manood. 1 p.m. New Zealand Standard Time na po tayo next week. See you all next week. Same time, same station. Thanks everyone. This is INC Radio New Zealand signing off. Stay tuned. INC Radio Texas right after our show. Bye po!
Bye po!